India faces a recurring crisis of floods and droughts every year. हर साल कई लोग इन disasters के कारण अपनी लाइफ में कई difficulties face करते हैं. Successive governments have tried various measures and schemes to address these challenges, but most efforts have fallen short. In the 1980s, for the first time, the government seriously considered the idea of interlinking rivers as a long-term solution. तब से लेकर अब तक 30 river links को mark किया जा चुका है as a part of this ambitious plan. The government claims that interlinking rivers can mitigate issues like floods and droughts by transferring surplus water from one region to another. लेकिन इससे जुड़े claims पर कई concerns raise किए गए हैं. In fact, the entire river interlinking project itself has faced significant criticism for the potential environmental, social and economic implications. On December 25th, Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone for historic initiative, the Ken-Betwa River Linking Project, marking the 100th birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. The ambitious project aims to address the water scarcity and bring development to the drought-prone region of Bundelkhand. लेकिन इस प्रोजेक्ट के साथ कुछ कंसर्न्स भी एसोसिएटेड हैं, जैसे environmental impacts, displacement of wildlife and rehabilitation, etc. Today in 7 PM highlights, we will discuss Ken-Betwa River Interlinking Project, the benefit and the challenges associated with it. Along with this, we will have a look at the possible solutions and the steps taken by government in this regard. So without any further delay, let's start. So what is Ken-Betwa River Linking Project? The project involves transferring water from Ken River to Betwa River, both of which are tributaries of the Yamuna. The plan includes constructing a 221-kilometer long canal with a 2-kilometer tunnel. The benefits: irrigation for 10.62 lakh hectares of land, drinking water for 62 lakh people, and 130 megawatt of renewable energy through hydropower and solar power. ये फर्स्ट स्टेप है भारत के 1980 के नेशनल पर्सपेक्टिव प्लान के तहत, जो 16 पेनिनसुलर और 14 हिमालयन रिवर्स को लिंक करने का प्रपोजल देता है. रिवर इंटरलिंकिंग हैज बीन एनविजन्ड एज अ सॉल्यूशन टू इंडियाज हाइड्रोलॉजिकल इम्बैलेंस. लेकिन क्या आप जानते हैं कि भारत में केवल 28 से 29 दिनों की इफेक्टिव रेन होती है? While some regions experience floods, others face severe droughts. Interlinking rivers can help transfer excess water to drought-prone areas. The National River Linking Project (NRLP) is an ambitious plan to connect 30 rivers, creating a South Asian water grid. It has two main components. Himalayan component, which is aimed at building storage reservoirs on rivers like the Ganga and Brahmaputra, connecting them with southern basins. The another component or peninsular component proposes linking rivers in the South India such as Mahanadi, Godavari and Kaveri. लेकिन हर लार्ज स्कीम्स के साथ कुछ बेनिफिट्स और चैलेंजेस एसोसिएटेड होते हैं. Let us first discuss the benefits of river interlinking. The river interlinking provides irrigation for up to 35 million hectares of land, boosting crop production and farm incomes. It is helpful in creation of inland waterways, enhancing navigation and trade. It also helps in generation of 34 gigawatt of hydropower, thus reducing reliance on the coal. Besides it, through river interlinking, drinking water supply gets improved that benefits millions. The river interlinking is associated with certain environmental benefits also, such as reducing forest fires and supporting wildlife during summers. लेकिन इन benefits के साथ-साथ challenges भी कम नहीं हैं. The first challenge that it faces is climate change impacts. Due to melting of Himalayan glaciers, availability of surplus water gets reduced. The second challenge that it poses is the displacement of tribal communities and loss of livelihoods. Besides this, huge costs associated with the river linking is the main hurdle, as it costs trillions of rupees. Ecological risks are also associated with the river linking project, as mixing river waters can harm biodiversity and pollute cleaner rivers. The last but not least is interstate disputes and international concerns with neighbors like Bangladesh. So in challenges को देखते हुए आगे का रास्ता क्या होना चाहिए? Let's have a look. To tackle issues of interlinking of rivers, India needs a holistic approach where government need to prioritize efficient water use through better resource management. Along with the groundwater systems with recharge mechanisms need to be strengthened. The government need to explore virtual water trade in this regard to import water-intensive crops instead of growing them domestically. Lastly, the government should focus on adopting innovative ideas like the National Waterways Project, which requires less land, involves zero pumping, and has higher irrigation potential. The Ken-Betwa River Linking Project is just the beginning of vision to make India water secure. लेकिन हमें ये भी इंश्योर करना होगा कि डेवलपमेंट, एनवायरनमेंट, बायोडाइवर्सिटी और लोगों की भलाई के साथ बैलेंस्ड हो. Together, we can pave way for the sustainable and prosperous future. The Ken-Betwa River Interlinking Project represents a bold step towards addressing India's growing water challenges. By transferring water from surplus regions to drought-prone areas, the project aims to transform Bundelkhand's landscape, ensuring irrigation for farmers, drinking water for millions, and a boost to renewable energy production. However, safeguarding the environment and addressing the concerns of displaced communities must remain a priority. जब तक सरकार इन इश्यूज पर ध्यान नहीं देगी, तब तक ये परियोजना अपने पूरे पोटेंशियल तक नहीं पहुंच पाएगी. If implemented with a balance of development and sustainability, the Ken-Betwa project can serve as a model for future interlinking initiatives, paving the way for a water secure India. आपको ये वीडियो कैसा लगा? हमें कमेंट बॉक्स में कमेंट कर जरूर बताएं. इस वीडियो को ज्यादा से ज्यादा शेयर और लाइक करें.